PTCI welcomes you to our coverage of Aggie Athletics. Today we are at Anchor D Bank Arena here, Oscar William Fieldhouse on the campus of Oklahoma Panhandle State University in Goodwell, Oklahoma. Volleyball action headed your way. We've got the visitors from Bethany College, the Swedes, here to take on your Lady Aggies. The starters for the visitors from Bethany College. A 5'10 freshman, middle blocker, number 5, Malia Coleman. A 5'11 sophomore setter, number 6, Mandy Nip. A 5'7 freshman setter, Leah Hun. A senior outside hitter, number 13, Zola Moore. And a sophomore, number 5'11, number 26, Madison McGuire. The libero that will come in for Bethany is a 5'4" sophomore, Michelle Acevedo Ortiz. And now the starting lineup for your Lady Aggies. A 5'10 freshman outside hitter from Dallas, Texas, number 3, Taylor Alsed. A 5'8" sophomore setter from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 4, Mia Sanchez. A 5'8 sophomore outside hitter from Burleson, Texas, number 6, Bree Rosario. A 5'10 freshman middle blocker from Ulysses, Kansas, number 7, Cammie Kinney. A 5'10 sophomore middle blocker from Lima, Ohio, number 9, Alana Best. And a 5'10 sophomore outside hitter from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 11, Ava Newby. Also at the libero position, a 5'5 sophomore setter from Midlothian, Texas, number 2, Kinsey Clifton. Lady Aggies are coached by head coach Nick Surowski. He is assisted by Tanner Surowski. Lady Aggies coming to this one 1-6 overall, 1-3 in Sooner Athletic Conference play. The Aggies did get their first win of the season, so have a one-game winning streak going right now as they defeated Langston 3-0 over the weekend. Both teams getting set. It will be the Aggies serving first. Sanchez will serve. Sanchez is at the net. The shot to the back line, tapped up. Outside hitter, taps past the line. That one dug out. Hit back across, tapped at the line. Sanchez can't quite reach it. So point and service over to Bethany. Checking in, number 7, Atlantis Jamerson. She's a 5'9 senior outside hitter for the Lady Swedes. Serving will be Mandy Nip. That one hit back line. Best couldn't get a good handle on that one, so 2-0 now, Bethany. Here's the serve to the back line. Set up front. Hit past the back line. That one dug out, sent back across. Tapped at the line, sent back in, dug out. And that one is in. There's a kill shot there. Makes it 3-0 in favor of Bethany. Service to the back line. Set up for the outside hitter. That one dug out. That one didn't make it over. They'll say tipped. and it does side out to the Lady Aggies. So 3-1 now the score. Referee's going to discuss it a little bit though. Bree Rosario will serve next for the Lady Aggies. They'll say no. Not the case. They're going to say that turns into a replay, so the score will stay 3-0 Bethany. Still with Hun serving. To the front line, middle shot is in for the kill. Best set up there by Sanchez. So side out to the Lady Aggies, 3-1. They are on the board. Outside hitter blocked. That one saved. No, they'll say point out to the Lady Aggies. So 3-2. Rosario set to serve again. Serve to the back line. Centered up to the outside hitter. Sends it to the back line. They'll say it's in. Dumped it in just inside the line. Side out back to Bethany, 4-2. Number 1, Autry Sadika, a 6-foot junior middle blocker, checks in for Bethany. Now serving will be Zola Moore, number 13. Dug out by the libero Clifton, but Sanchez unable to get to that one as it's into the referee's box over there. 5-2 now the lead for the Lady Swedes. That one dug out deep. Sanchez saves it. Tapped over by Alsed. Ball to the back line. Tipped up. That one partially blocked. Set up at the front line. And that shot in. The kill shot makes it 6-2. Sanchez at the net. Oh, nice kill shot there by Best. Set up well there by Sanchez. 6-3 now the score. Checking in for the Aggies. Number 7, Cammie Kinney. Number 2, Allie Miller, 5'5" sophomore for Bethany. Best serves for the Lady Aggies. They'll say tap at the net by Newby. Gives the serve back to Bethany. 7-3 now their lead. Clifton checks back in. It will be number 9, Leoneris Fuentes Torres, serving for Bethany. Dug out on the back line. Sanchez sets it up out wide. That one blocked. Dug out by Clifton. Set up on the opposite side. Tapped back over. Sanchez sets it up. Shot is dug out from Alsed. To the back line. Out of bounds. Back over, side out to the Aggies. And a point. 7-4 now the score. Checking in for the Aggies. A 5'5" sophomore setter from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 14, Naya Ulmer. Checking in for Bethany. It will be number 29, Michelle Acevedo Ortiz, the libero. And that one dumps down in. Just an error in sending it back across. 7-5 now. Ulmer serving for the Lady Aggies. Look out, they'll set her up. That one into the net. As Jamerson got in there. So Aggies back within 1. Ulmer still serving. Set up outside, blocked, but out of bounds as Sadika got that one through. 8-6 now, side out back to the Lady Swedes, and it will be number 8, Hunter Hune serving. To the back line, that one sent up, Sanchez. Out wide to Allset, gets it across, blocked partially at the net. Kenny couldn't keep it on that side of the net. So 9-6 now the score in favor of Bethany. Hune serving. Sanchez sets up Kenny, can't get it across. Kenny says she misplayed it. Maybe a little off though on the setup there by Sanchez. 10-6 now. Lead for Bethany. Outside for Alsed, who sends it across, dug out by the libero. Sent back across. Backline Rosario there. Sanchez sets it up for Alsed. Blocked. Alsed sends it back to the back line. Set up the middle blocker. Oh, ace shot there, kill shot. And it is now 11-6 in favor of the Lady Swedes. Still serving. And an error by the Lady Aggies on the serve. So 12-6, out of position on that. Sets up Kenny in the middle. That one dug out. Sent back across two-handed. Set up outside for Allset. Sends it in for the kill. Side out back to Panhandle. 12-7 now the score. Checking in for the Lady Aggies. A 5'9" junior outside hitter from Dallas, number 20, Emma Ziggy. She will be serving. An ace on her first. 12-8 now the score. Ziggy's second serve. Dug out in the back line. Aggies can't keep that one off the ground. Ziggy and Ulmer tried to get to it but couldn't quite. Moore back into the game, as well as Cameron Boyd, number 32 for Bethany. 13-8 now the advantage for the Lady Swedes. Boyd serving. Sanchez over to, and couldn't get that one high enough as Rosario tried to spike. 13-8. Now the advantage for Bethany. Set up in the middle to Kenny. Kenny sends it across two-handed. Blocked in the middle. Kenny with the block. Side out back to Panhandle. Best checks back in for the Lady Aggies. 14-9. It will be the libero Clifton who will be serving. That one long, so side out back over to Bethany. Serving is Acevedo Ortiz. Set up to Sanchez. Shot by Rosario, dug out. Can't get it returned though. So side out back to the Aggies. Sanchez will be serving. Back into the game, Newby. Dug out on the back line. Outside hitter has to tap it over. Sanchez sets up. Best right in the middle, who dumps it just past the front line. Aggies cut it back to a 4-point game, 15-11. An ace shot makes it a 3-point game. Serve from Sanchez, that one into the net. A ball back over to Bethany. 16-12. Jamerson checks back in for Bethany. Alignment error for Panhandle. 17-12. Nip serving again for Bethany. Sanchez sets up at the net. That one blocked, but wide on the kill shot by Newby. Side out to the Aggies and the point, 17-13. Alcid checks back into the game. Rosario serving for the Lady Aggies. Ball to the back line, set up on the corner, taps it into the open space right in the middle. Newby tried to get there but couldn't quite make it. 18-13 now, side out back to Bethany. Sadika checks back in for Bethany. Back line dugout, Sanchez sets up Alston, who sends it to the back line. Out wide and through for the kill shot, Sadika, 19-13. We've got a timeout on the floor here in the first match. It's Bethany 19, Panhandle 13.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
So out of the timeout, Bethany serving. Moore sends it across. Sanchez tries to save that one, and Alsted able to get it across. And that one through the block. Bethany adds a point. 20-13 now the score. That one dug out by Clifton in the back. Sanchez sets it up for Newby. That one dug out though. Sent across, and the block by Alsted. Can't save it though as it goes behind the pin marker. 21-13 now. Bethany closing in out here on the first game. Aggies have dug themselves a bit of a hole. Beautiful kill shot there by Best. makes it 21-14. Kenny checks back in for Panhandle. Best is set to serve. That one tapped back across. They'll set it up outside. Sent across by Newby. Through the block. Rosario tried to get there on the dive, couldn't quite get there. 22-14 now the score. Clifton checks in. Torres will serve. McGuire back in as well for Bethany. That one, the kill shot does hit inbounds. 23-14. Torres with the serve. That one too strong. Side out and point to the Aggies. Coleman checks back in for Bethany. Ulmer checks back in for the Aggies. Ulmer will serve. Aggies with the hole to dig out of here in this first match. All inbounds. And we are 1 point away here. In the first set. Kuhn will serve. Into the net, side out and point to the Lady Aggies, so they're still alive here. Checking in to serve will be Ziggy. That one dug out from the corner into the net. 24-17. Lady Aggies still alive. Every point a set point right now. That one too strong, and that is the first set. Bethany defeats Panhandle 25-17 to take a 1-0 lead. We'll be back with the second set here after this.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
All right, we're getting set to go with the second set here. Bethany with the 1-0 lead from the first game for the Aggies. Atlanta Best with a team high 4 kills. Alstead with 1 and Kinney with 1. Hitting percentage, Best was the top at 800. Kinney and Newby were next with 200 and 167. Mia Sanchez with 7 assists to lead the team. She also had a serving ace as well as Ziggy did. That shot too strong. Lady Aggies take a 1-0 lead. And it will be Mia Sanchez serving. That one too strong. Gave it right back, 1-1. Sadika will check in for Bethany. There will be more serving. And Clifton tried to get underneath that one, couldn't quite get enough of it. So 2-1 now the lead for Bethany. That one to the back line, Clifton. Sanchez sets up Rosario for the kill shot. That one tapped but went backwards after that. So checking in for the Lady Aggies will be Best. And in for the Lady Swedes, number 2, Allie Miller. Clifton serving. That one dug out right in the middle. That one blocked. They can't follow up the block as Joe LaForce, number 12, was in there to help on that one. She's a 6'5" senior opposite hitter and middle blocker from Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. 2-3 now the lead for Bethany. Torres serving. Another alignment error. We'll make it 4-2. Torres serves again. That one too strong. Side out and point over to Panhandle. Checking in will be Coleman for the Swedes. And also Ortiz, the libero. That one to the back line, a little bit of confusion, able to send it across. Sanchez sets it up for Kinney. That one blocked. Sanchez to the opposite side. That one sent across by LaForce. Sanchez taps that one across. And that one sent back over by Best. And the kill shot for Bethany by Jamerson. In her spot will be Hunwa, who will serve. 5-3 now the lead for the Swedes. Got that through. LaForce got one through, and the block in the middle there. Side out and point over to Panhandle. Ulmer will check in, and she'll serve. Aggies trail by 1, 5-4. And that one off of the hands of Miller and out of bounds, so tied up at 5 apiece. Oh, that one dug out nicely by Clifton. Sent across by Alstead. Taps it over the block. The setup out wide for Alstead. That one dug out as well. and stays on the Swede side, so point over to Panhandle. They take a 6-5 lead. Set up outside, taps it over the block. Sanchez sends it out wide to Alstead. And the kill shot right down the pipe. 7-5 now, Lady Aggies. That one too strong, out of bounds. So Boyd and Moore check back in for Bethany. It will be Boyd serving. Rosario, Sanchez sets it up for Alstead, who dives it right in there. That one hit the floor. Aggies now with an 8-6 lead. Alana Best now serving. Out wide for the kill shot. Oh, Moore skied on that one. Clifton comes back in, the libero. Or Bethany, Coleman comes back in. 8-7 now the score. Ortiz serving. Sanchez sets up Kinney. That one returned, blocked by Kinney. And Aggies win the point there, 9-7. Ziggy will check in and serve. That one hits straight up. Send it across. Dug out. Sanchez sends it across. They tap it past the block. Dug out though. Sent to the back line to Ziggy. Can't return it. Ball back over to the Swedes. As Jamerson will check back in for the Aggies. It's number 8, Sydney Carey. She's a 5'3" sophomore libero and defensive specialist from Vulcan, Alberta, Canada. Aggies still leading by 1. That's served by Nip. Rosario off the block. Sanchez sets it up in the middle. Sanchez sends it across, it's blocked. Dug out and crawled across. And dumped back over by Rosario for the Lady Aggie point. LaForce will check back in. Sanchez will serve. 10-8 the lead for Panhandle here in the second set. Sent to the back line, dug out. LaForce gets a hand on it. That point's going to go back over to Bethany. Back to a 1-point game as Moore will set up to serve. Sadika checks in. That one dug out by Clifton. A little bit of confusion there between Carey and Sanchez. Ball hits the court, and we're all tied up at 10 apiece. There's the serve by Moore. Sanchez sets up LaForce. That one blocked, but out of bounds. Side out and point back to the Lady Aggies as Best checks back in. Miller checks back in for Bethany. Clifton serving for the Lady Aggies. Dug out on the back line, tapped at the line. That one into the net. So Lady Aggies take the 12-10 lead. That one too strong from Clifton, out of bounds, side out and point to Bethany. So McGuire and Torres back in. Torres will serve for the Lady Swedes. The force, that one blocked. Rosario. And sent back across by Clifton. They didn't get the setup they want. That one off the fingertips of the block. Bethany with the side out and the point. 12 all the score. Torres serving. Another alignment issue for Panhandle. Sanchez sets up Rosario. Rosario taps it to the middle. Can't return it. Point and side out back over to Panhandle. Alsted will check in for the Lady Aggies. Coleman into the game for the Swedes. 13 all. It will be Rosario serving. Shot to the back line. Sanchez sends it over. That one blocked at the net by Best, but sent sideways and out of bounds. Side out and point over to Bethany. Hoon will come in to serve. 14-13 the lead for Bethany. And some mix up on the return. Bethany with the point, 15-13. Clifton digs it out. Sanchez sets up. Best for the kill shot. She sent that one straight to the floor. Ulmer will check in and serve for the Lady Aggies on the side out. They trail by one, 14-15. That one sent across. Sanchez sends it out wide for Alsted. That one off the block. Blocked at the net by Best. And nicely sent over by Alsted. And made contact with the net though. 16-14. As Moore and Boyd check in. Boyd serving. Sent across, tapped over the block. Clifton sets it up outside for Alsted. That one blocked. 17-14 now the lead for the Swedes. To the back line, Rosario. Sanchez sets up Alsted, who just has to tap it across. All the way to the back wall. Rosario can't quite save that one on the dive attempt. 18-14 now the score. Alcid sends it across. That one set up back in the middle, taps it over the block. They'll set it up in the middle again, blocked. Nicely there by Best. Side out and point to the Lady Aggies. Cammie Kinney checks back in. It will be Best serving for Panhandle. They trail by 3. Sanchez tries to set up Kinney, but timing was off. Point and side out, back over to the Swedes. No, that was an Aggie point, 18-16. May have been a tap of the net there. Block. And that one out of bounds. Aggies get within 1, 18-17. As Kinney was in on that block. Best with the serve. Sends it to the back line, tapped across. Rosario, Sanchez outside to Alcid, who sends it in for the kill and ties it up at 18 apiece. We've got a timeout on the floor. Here we are in the second set. We're all tied up at 18 apiece. Bethany leads 1-0.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
So out of the timeout, Aggies with a chance to reclaim the lead, all knotted up at 18 apiece. Here's the serve from Best. The setup and a kill shot ends that by Moore. Coleman checks back in. It will be the libero Ortiz serving. That one sent across by Kinney. Past the block, nice diving save there by Clifton. And that one sent in by Alcid. Wins the point and the side out. 19 apiece again. Serving will be number 8, Sydney Carey. Shot at the net over the block. Dug out by Rosario. They'll set her up. Dug out off the block. Kinney gets it across. Sent back. Sanchez out back wide. Rosario over the block. That one sent back. Kinney sends it back. Finds the gap. Point over to Panhandle as they take a 20-19 lead as they need to find a way to win this one. Even this back up. Far side, Clifton couldn't dig that one out. Hard shot there by Moore. Side out, back to Bethany. Nip will be serving. 20 apiece now the score. Out wide, Rosario off of the block. Gets it back for the Lady Aggies. They take a 21-20 lead. LaForce checks back in. Mia Sanchez will be serving. Sends that one to the back line. Set up outside. They'll say it was in. So side out and point. Back over to Bethany. We're tied up at 21 apiece. Moore will serve. Dug out by Clifton. It goes across. Clifton digs it out again. Kinney with the kill shot right to the middle. Set up by Sanchez. Side out back to the Lady Aggies. They take a 22-21 lead. Best checks back in for the Lady Aggies. Miller and Sadika back in for Bethany. Clifton to serve. Sends one deep. Back at the line. Has to just tap it across. And into the net, though. Couldn't quite get to that one at the right angle for Best. Torres and McGuire check back in. Torres will be serving. Tied up 22 apiece. Rosario, Sanchez back outside. Rosario has to just punch it across. Return to the back line, dug out. Sanchez out wide, sent over by LaForce. Partially blocked though, to the back line. And one probably that Carey should have left alone. Taps it, that's gonna give it back to Bethany as they take a 23-22 lead. Aggies in desperate need to win this point. LaForce saves that one. Sanchez sends it across. And misplayed. Point back over to the Aggies as Alston will check back in. Coleman checks back in for the Swedes. It will be Rosario serving, tied up at 23 apiece. Set up, tapped across. Clifton sends it outside. Off the block by LaForce. Bethany in trouble, able to return it. Clifton to Sanchez, sends it outside. Alston sends it across. It's not gonna get returned. 24-23 lead. We've got a timeout on the floor. Aggies at set point trying to tie this thing up.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. And don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
With an opportunity for the Aggies to tie this one up 1-1. There's a serve across, dug out, set up outside. Return shot, long. And the Aggies win it 25-23 tie it up at 1 apiece. We'll be back with the third set after this.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. And don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
So here we go with the third set. It'll be Sanchez serving to start things out here for the Lady Aggies. Sends that one across. Nice serve, dug out. Up against the block, tap back across by LaForce. Sent that one through. Oh, Clifton with a beautiful save, dig there. Taps it over. Too much of a fumble there as LaForce tried to save that one off of the netting. Jamerson checks in for Bethany. It will be Nip serving. Dug out, Sanchez chases underneath it to LaForce, sends it across. Nice angle on that one, ties it up at one apiece, gives the service back to Panhandle. Rosario to the back line. Through the block. Sanchez sends it back. Rosario sends it across to the back line. That went out of bounds. They'll say a touch there. Sides it back out to Bethany, 2-1. Set up at the net. Kenny can't quite that one quite across. More serving for Bethany. Dug out by Clifton. Sanchez. Kenny sends it over the block. Blocked at the net by Alcid. Aggies can't save it that time though. 4-1 now the lead for Bethany. Clifton with the dig. Rosario sends it out wide. Sent across by LaForce. Tap back over to Alcid. LaForce sends it off of the block. Dug out. Oh, beautiful shot there by Sanchez to save it. She'll send it back across after the touch by LaForce. Blocked at the net by Kenny. Kept alive though. Clifton to Sanchez, outside to LaForce. Gets it through the block for the side out and the point. 4-2 now the lead. Lady Aggies trail. Best checks back in for Panhandle. Miller checks in for Bethany. Serving will be Clifton. The back line, set up outside, tapped across. Clifton. Sanchez over to LaForce, to the back line. And into the net, Alcid into the net. Torres checks in, she'll be serving. Five to 2 the lead for the Swedes. LaForce blocked. 6-2 now the lead for the Swedes. Dug out on the back line by Alcid. Tapped across. Kept alive by the back line. Blocked by Best. Out the fingertips of Alcid. And off of the block, sends it in LaForce. Side out and point to the Lady Aggies. She'll check out as Ulmer checks back in. Ortiz and Jamerson check back in for Bethany. Ulmer serving. Out wide, tapped over the block. Sanchez sends it back across. Into the net. And 4 hits, so ball back over to the Aggies as Ulmer will serve again. 6-4 now the score. To the back line. Outside hitter gets that one just inside. 7-4 back over to Bethany. It'll be Hune serving. Into the net on the serve. Point and side out to Panhandle. It will be Alcid serving. Sends that one in, set up on the outside, blocked. Tapped back over by Best. Sanchez sets up Rosario, who sends it to the back line. Oh, blocked by Best, but out of bounds. Boyd and Moore check back in. Boyd will serve. 8-5 the lead for Bethany. And that one by Rosario just off the side of her hand, out of bounds, 9-5. Rosario sends it across. Sanchez sets up Best for the kill shot. So Best now serving and to bring the Aggies back down 3. Shot to the back line, dug out there by Alston. Rosario sends that one across. It's the kill shot on that one. Set up on the outside, through the block. Aggies send it back across. And he found an open spot, but they were able to cover and find a spot there. 10-7. Now the score. Bethany takes the side out. Ortiz serving. Sanchez sets up Rosario out wide. Blocked, but sideways and out of bounds. Side out and point to the Lady Aggies. Sanchez serving again. LaForce will come in. Dug out at the back line, set up, blocked. Great block there. Kinney got most of that one. We're back to a 1-point game. Sanchez's serve. Sends it to the back line. Set up out wide. Blocked again. This one out of bounds. So it will be Nip serving as Jamerson returns. 11-9 now the lead for Bethany. Dug out, Rosario off of the block. Tapped up, out wide off of the block by Kinney. Sanchez sets up LaForce. She'll have to just tap it across. Sent back two-handed. Sanchez sets up LaForce out wide. Gets it through. Still alive on the volley though. Out wide to Rosario. That one blocked, but out of bounds. And we're tied up at 11 apiece. Rosario. That one tapped in. Clifton saves that one. Sent across by Kinney. And finds a gap as Clifton can't quite get to that one. So 12-10 now the lead for Bethany. It'll be Moore serving. Clifton digs that one out. Kinney sends it across. Alston digs it out. That one blocked by Kinney. Sent back across. A beautiful block there by LaForce. It's the side out and the point for the Aggies. Best back into the match. Miller back in for Bethany. It will be Clifton serving. Aggies trail by 1. Sent to the back line, dug out, tapped across. And a kill shot by Alsted ties it up at 12 apiece. To the back line. And that one looked to be out of bounds. They'll say inbounds though. Rosario may have touched that one. 13-12 now the lead for Bethany. Torres will serve. LaForce off of the block. They'll return it, back line. Sanchez sets up LaForce, sends it across, that one dug out. Into the net, that's not gonna be returned. Side out and point to the Aggies as they tie it back up at 13 apiece. Ulmer will check in. Ortiz checks back in for Bethany. I believe McGuire as well. Ulmer serves, too long. Point and side out back to the Swedes. In will serve for the Swedes. Rosario digs it out. Sanchez sets up best. That one dug out though. Rosario digs one out on the back line. Alsted gets it through the block. Swedes able to save it and send it back. Clifton over to Ulmer. Rosario sends it back. Tapped back, Clifton, Ulmer. Rosario sends it back again. Out wide, over the block. Clifton with the dive. Over to Alsted. That one dug out. Back across. Clifton with another dive. Blocked. Best. Sanchez over to Alsted, who dumps it over the block. Dug out again. Sent to the back line. Rosario. Set up in the middle. Best with the kill shot. And the Aggies tie it back up again. 14 apiece. What a volley there. Alsted serving. Dug out right in the middle. Tapped across. Dug out by Ulmer. Misplayed there by Sanchez as she tried the sneak attack. Send that one across, but couldn't quite get it over the net. Moore back in. Boyd in to serve. 15-14, Bethany with the lead. Clifton. Oh, tapped over by Sanchez, pleading for the call that it was touched, but no call. So 16-14. Rosario with the kill shot. Kenny checks back in. It'll be Best serving. Lady Aggies down by 1 here in the third set. Ace ties it up at 16 apiece. Best lobs in the serve. Oh, a beautiful block there And sent that one through for the kill shot, though. I believe that was Moore who sent that one through. 17-16, Bethany reclaims the lead. Ortiz will serve. Sanchez sets up Rosario, taps it over the block, finds a gap, takes the point, and regains the service for the Aggies. LaForce checks back in. Sanchez will be serving. And a kill shot by Moore gives it back to Bethany. Jamerson will check in. It will be Nip serving for the Swedes. Dug out, Sanchez sets it over to LaForce. Off the block, dug out in the back line, tapped across. Sanchez, Clifton, tapped over by Rosario, but blocked and sent back. Two-point lead for Bethany. Nip with the serve. Rosario, Sanchez outside to LaForce. Through the block. The point and the side out. Rosario set to serve. 1 point match, or 1 point set. Tied up at 1 point apiece here in the third. Tapped over the block, Clifton there for the dig. Sanchez outside to Alsted for the kill shot. Rosario set to serve. Out wide to the back line, Rosario. Sanchez out wide to Alsted, off of the block. That one dug out. Through the block, Kenny saves it, sent back over by Sanchez. The block sends it back over. Aggies with the point. They take a 20-19 lead. Rosario. Out wide, off of the block. Rosario saves it. Sanchez sends it across. The block. Sanchez sets up LaForce. That one's not going to be returned. 21-19. Timeout on the floor here in set 3. Lady Aggies with a 21-19 lead.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
So Rosario still serving for the Lady Aggies, leading by 2. Blocked, but out of bounds. LaForest and Kenny in position, but couldn't keep that one in bounds off of the shot by Moore. Moore will now serve. Sadika checks back in for Bethany. Moore served too long. Side out and point to the Aggies. Miller checks in. 22-20. Lady Aggies with the lead. It will be Clifton serving. So here's the serve from the libero Clifton. That one dug out on the back line. They're going to have to hustle to get it across. They're able to. Rosario Sanchez sets up Kenny in middle. Blocked. Got it back across. Dug out by Sanchez. Clifton over to LaForest, who sends it across. That one dug out as well to the back line. Sanchez sets up. Best. That one dug out as well to the back line. Clifton got a hand on it sideways though. Tied up at 22 apiece. Torres checks in, she'll serve. Side out and point to the Swedes. Timeout on the floor. It's Lady Aggies 22, Swedes 21 here in the third set. So here we go, Lady Aggies leading by 1. Back line dug out by Alston. LaForce over the block, finds a gap. 23-21, side out back to the Lady Aggies. Ulmer will check back in for Panhandle. Coleman checks in for Bethany. Ulmer will be serving. Aggies just 2 points away from taking a 2-1 lead here. A serve by Ulmer to the back line. Blocked at the net. Does not get it across. So Bethany with the score. Back to a 1-point match. 1-point set. Hune will be serving. Sends it to the back line. Rosario. Sanchez sets up Rosario in the middle. That one dug out to the back line. Dug out by Rosario. Sanchez sets up Alsted. Off of the block. There it is. A point and a side out. Set point now. As Kenny checks in. Best will be serving. Timeout on the floor.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
Taylor all set to serve, set point here. Outside hitter sends it to the back, Clifton. Sanchez sets up all set, sends it across, back line. Sent back across, all set. Sanchez dumps it over in the gap. And the Lady Aggies take the third set, 25-22. To take a 2-1 lead.
My name is Erica Velasquez. I am from Goodwell, Oklahoma. I was raised in Johnson, Kansas, and I attended school there and graduated. I came to Oklahoma Panhandle State University and graduated in 2008 with a bachelor's in business administration, a minor in management, and a minor in music. I met my husband at Oklahoma Panhandle State University, and we later got married in 2003. It'll be 20 years in December since we've been married. We have two wonderful children. I have my son that is a senior in the Goodwell High School and my daughter who is a freshman at the Goodwell High School. I also have my second cousin that I took in about 2 years ago that is also living with us. She's also a freshman in high school at the Goodwell schools. Since Panhandle Insurance Agency started 3 years ago, and when I first took over in March 9th of 2023, it was a leap of faith that I took to be able to own my own business. My husband, Antonio Velasquez, has his own business at this time. As a business owner, it has been a great transition. We've kept all the agents here. They're wonderful. We work as a team. They are very outgoing. It has really helped to help the community. That is something that I am very passionate about, something that where my kids have grown, and really to be part of the community, to be honest, set a foundation for Panhandle Insurance Agency and make sure that all the people that need help, we're here to help them, no matter what they need. Whether they need a notary, they need somebody just to talk to, or they want to change agents because they need a quote. PTCI has been really good at coming in and helping us service all that, especially when it comes to the internet. That's something that we're very appreciative because it's pretty quick. We have clients that come in wanting a quote and they're on their lunch hour, so they're on a time crunch. We're able to get that quote within 20 to 30 minutes. Those go pretty quick when it comes to autos and homes. Some of those may take a little longer just because we do have to do some of our research and have a little bit more questions and takes a little bit longer. But when it comes to the internet service, it's amazing. It's something that we wouldn't be able to live without. It handles our everyday life. Any fun facts about Panhandle Insurance Agency? Well, we now have TikTok, something that the girls have wanted to implement. We try to do those once a month, but sometimes we do a little bit more than we anticipate. So you can always follow us on TikTok or Facebook, Panhandle Insurance Agency. If you guys have...
Here we go with the fourth set. Uniset to serve for Bethany. Rosario dumps that one across. At the net, off of the block by Kinney, sends it back across. A kill shot, that one off the hands of LaForce. Just too much force to stop that one. 1-0 the lead for the Swedes. Into the net, that'll tie it up at 1 apiece. Service over to the Lady Aggies. Sanchez set to serve to the back line. That one volleyed back across. Out wide, Rosario off of the block. That's going to be a point for the Lady Aggies, 2-1. Service by Sanchez. That one tapped over the block. Can't, too many hits there back and forth between Maya and Clifton. So Moore checks back in as well as Boyd. Boyd will serve. 2 apiece. Clifton didn't get a good hand on that one. Able to save it though as LaForce sends it across. Kill shot to the back line. Dug out by Alsted. LaForce sends that one across. Dug out. Through the block. And can't be returned. So a strong shot there by Moore. Gives the Swedes a 3-2 lead. Boyd still serving. Clifton. Tapped across by Rosario. Dug out by Alsted. LaForce off the block. Rosario got a hand on that one. That one was spinning too much. 4-2 now the lead for the Swedes. And looked like a net touch there by Sanchez. We'll make it. They'll correct the score here. Looks like it should be 6-2 in favor of Bethany. Okay, now we've got it straightened out. Swedes lead 6-2 here. Boyd still serving. Clifton on the back line. Sanchez out wide to Rosario. Oh, and a beautiful kill shot. Diagonal across the floor. Side out and point to Panhandle. Rosario will now serve. Dug out, they'll set it up out wide. Had to just tap it across. That one dug out. A block by Kenny. Sent to the back line. Rosario to Sanchez, who sets up Kenny. Able to return it. Kenny with another one. Bethany able to volley it back though. Sanchez sets it up. But for LaForce, able to tap it to a spot where it couldn't be returned. 4-6 now. Ulmer will come into the match as Sanchez will check out. This may be the first time Sanchez has come out all day, getting a quick breather, I'm sure. Rosario will serve. Through the block. With the spike is McGuire. 7-4 now the score. Ortiz serving. And dug out. Looked like might have been a little bit of a miscommunication between Clifton and Alsted as they both went after that one. 8-4 now the lead. Into the net by Ortiz. So it'll be Clifton now serving, 8-5. Aggies trail. Dug out by Boyd. They're dug out again by Ulmer. Sent over. That was a great shot there by LaForce. They blocked it, but sent it out of bounds. Clifton sends that one in. Off of the block. Dug out by Ulmer. Clifton out wide. That one's not going to be returned as a block on Alsed's shot makes it 9-6. Out serve into the net by Nip. Tegan Mendoza-Wern into the game. She'll serve. Tip shot, directed that one to the back corner. 10-7 side out back to the Swedes. Sadika checks in. It will be more serving. Eleven to 7 now the lead for the Swedes. Trying to tie this one up at 2 apiece. Sends it to the back line. Ulmer sets up Best, finds a gap, point, and service to the Aggies. Miller checks in. Served by Alsted. Rosario sent back across by Clifton. Tapped into the open space. Side out and point for the Swedes. Serving now will be Torres. And a nice shot there. Gets it the side out and the point back for the Aggies. 12-5 they trail. Kenny returns. It will be Best serving. Off the hands of Ortiz for the ace. Down by 2. Second serve from Best. Some hit high and wide, sent across to the back line. Too strong. Back to a 1-point set. Best too strong on that one. 13-11 now the lead for the Swedes as they retake the service. Clifton back in the libero for the Aggies. Yoon will check in to serve for Bethany. That one dumped in by Rosario but dug out. The block there by Ulmer, sent back across by Mendoza-Wern. Mendoza-Wern saves that one and sends it across as well. Can't save that one though. The kill shot in there by McGuire. 14-11 now the lead for Bethany. Shot from the back line by Alcid. Returned. Outside to Rosario, off the block. And that one's gonna fall. So LaForce will check back in. Ulmer will be serving. Down by 2. That one, an ace off of Ortiz. 14-13. That one too strong from Ulmer. 15-13 now the score. As Moore and Boyd return. Boyd set to serve again. Aggies unable to return that one. 16-13 now they trail. And we've got a timeout here in the 4th set. Bethany leads Panhandle 16-13. The Aggies lead by sets 2-1.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
Boyd set to serve as we come back to action after the timeout. Rosario dug out. That one into the net though. Aggies with the point and the side out. Rosario will be serving. Trailing by 2. That one sent to the opposite side. Alsed can't quite get there. Nice job by Moore to dump that one in just the right spot. It will be Ortiz serving for the Swedes, leading by 3. Back line, Clifton. Chased down by Ulmer, tapped across by Alsed. Ulmer sets up Clifton, who sets up Alsed to the back line. They'll have to volley it across, able to do it. Outside to LaForce. That one dug out nicely. And off of the block, Aggies able to get hands on it, but it goes sideways and out of bounds. So side out. And point back over to Bethany. 4-point lead now for the Swedes. Clifton. Sent across by LaForce. Dug out. Off the side of the hand, out of bounds, side out and point to Panhandle. Back to a 3-point match. Best returns to the game. It will be Clifton serving. Sent in, Boyd bigs that one out. Shot to the back line, Rosario there. Ulmer to LaForce. That one dug out, but out of bounds. Ball back over to the Lady Aggies again. They cut it to 2. Clifton with the serve. Too strong, out of bounds. Back over to the Swedes. B. Jamerson checking back in for Bethany. There's a tap. Rosario. Ulmer. Tapped across by Alsed as that one was a little too far out in front of her. Clifton. Ulmer gets underneath it. Sent back across by LaForce. Dug out. Sent to the back line. Found a gap. Swedes with the side out and the point. Mendoza-Wern will check back in. Actually, that point went over to the Aggies. Not sure what the scoring was there. They're checking. It's 17-19. Aggies trail. Didn't see if it was a net touch or what. So Mendoza-Wern will serve to the back line. The setup outside. The block at the net by Best. To the back line, Rosario. Mendoza-Wern sent across. Clifton saves it on the dive. Sent back across by Alsed. To the back line. Rosario underneath it. Ulmer. Now sent it back over by Alsed. A block by Alsed. And another block by Best. Aggies take the point. Back to a 1-point set. Mendoza-Wern dug out in the back line. Set up in the front. Oh, and a kill shot there by Coleman. Sent that one almost straight down. Sadika will check back in. It'll be more serving. Swedes lead by 2. Outside to Alston. Past the block. They'll set it up out wide to the back line. Off the hands of Rosario. Probably could have let that one go, but it would have been a very close play. 21-18 now the score. Back line, Mendoza Wern. Ulmer over to Alston. Dug out on the back line. Tapped over the block. Ulmer there. Alston sends it across. And there was a tap there. 22-18. Bethany leads Panhandle here in set number 4. We've got a timeout on the court.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. And don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
So 4-point lead here for Bethany. More serves. Dug out by Clifton. Sent across by Alston. Block at the net. Dug out there by Ulmer. Sent back across by Alston. Out wide, the tap across Clifton. Now Alston again. Finds a gap. Puts it in play. Side out and point to Panhandle. Miller checks back in for the Swedes. It will be Alston serving. That one dug out. Sent over the block. Nice dive by Clifton. Mendoza Werner able to save it and send it across. Dug out by Alston, tapped across. Net touch. Panhandle with the point. Now back within 2. Timeout on the floor. It's Bethany leading Panhandle 22-20 here in the 4th set. by 2. They can find a way back to win this 4th set. It's all over. Block at the net. Aggie point, they're back within 1. Tapped over by Best. Aggies lost the first set 25-17, then won 2 straight 25-23 and 25-22. To the back line. Set up outside on the near side. And another point for the Aggies. They've tied it all up at 22 apiece. Alsed. Off of the block, dug out from Alsed. Ulmer over to Rosario to the back line, touched. Aggie point, 23-22. And we've got another quick timeout on the floor by the Swedes. It's Panhandle 23-22 here in set 4.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
So Alsed still serving for the Lady Aggies. 2 points away here. There's a shot to the back line, dug out by Alsed. Ulmer gets a hand on it. Alsed sends it across. That one dug out, set up outside. Miss! The Lady Aggies, they're down to it here. Match point. They've got an opportunity to take home the victory here. You remember we will talk to head coach Nick Sorowski after the match too. Out wide, off the block by Rosario. Set up in the middle, blocked again, sent back. And they found a gap in the back line. Service and point back over to Bethany. It will be Torres serving now, 24-23. Still match point for Panhandle. Dug out, set up by Ulmer. Best tapped back at her, and a double touch. That's gonna make it 24 apiece. So out of the match point set, you've got to win by 2, so nobody can win it on this one. Torres sends it back line. Ulmer. Rosario sends it across. That's not going to be returned. All the way up in the stands. Aggies with the serve and the 1-point lead. Kenny checks back in for the Aggies. Best serving for match point. Dug out at the net. And a kill shot ties it back up at 25 apiece. Best checks out as Clifton checks back in. Both liberos check in as Ortiz is back in. It'll be Hune serving for Bethany. Ulmer sets up Rosario out wide. That shot too wide. Point and side out or stays with Bethany. So match point now for the Swedes. Sends it back line. Alcid. And that one tapped out. Ulmer and Rosario had a little bit of confusion. The Swedes stay alive with a 27-25 victory here in set 4. We head to the final 5th set.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
Here we go with the 5th and final set of the evening, tied up at 2 apiece. Ulmer will serve to start things off for the Lady Aggies. That one to the back line. Set up in the middle, blocked at the net. Clifton underneath it, she'll set it up for LaForce. Gets it across. Into the net, a block. That one tapped, Rosario there to save it though. LaForce with the block, or with the shot. That one volleyed back. Rosario, Ulmer, outside to Rosario again. And that one on the block. Point and service over to Bethany. 1-0 they lead. Sadika will check in for Bethany. Clifton diving save on that one. Ulmer sets up best for the kill shot. Side out back to the Aggies. Miller checks in for the Swedes. Rosario will be serving for the Lady Aggies. Off the hands of Ortiz. 2-1 now the lead for the Aggies. Dugout. And a kill shot there by Jamerson. Ties it at 2 apiece. Torres and McGuire check in for the Swedes. Torres serving. Clifton outside. Alsed gets it through the block. Able to return it though. Outside hit, LaForce. Hers is blocked. Out of bounds. So Aggies take a 3-2 lead. Kenny checks back in for the Lady Aggies. Ortiz. And Nip back in for the Swedes. Serve from Best to the back line. Outside hit, too strong by Jamerson. 4-2 now, Aggies lead. So Best to serve again. That one gets through the blocks. Ulmer, Rosario gets a hand on it. LaForce got a hand on it but could not keep it in bounds. Side out and point for Bethany. Hoon will come in to serve. Clifton, a collision with her and Rosario. Looks like they're going to be okay. Tied up at 4 apiece now. The Aggies unable to return that volley. Set up outside for LaForce. Sends it into the back corner. Side out and point to the Aggies. She'll check out. Mendoza-Wern checks back in. 5-4 lead for the Lady Aggies. Mendoza-Wern will serve. Blocked at the net by Kenny. Ulmer with a little bit of an assist there as well, I believe. 6-4. Aggies lead. There's a shot over the block, Clifton. Ulmer outside, and a beautiful dig on Alsed's shot. That one tapped into the opening by Ulmer. 7-4 now the lead. Mendoza-Wern. Shot to the back line. That one too strong. 8-4 now the lead. Panhandle. Timeout on the floor. Panhandle leads. Mendoza-Wern set to serve again for the Lady Aggies. Off the back line, Clifton saves that one. Ulmer over to Rosario, who sends it to the back line. Heel shot dug out there by Rosario, sent over by Alston. Blocked, but out of bounds. 9-4 now the Aggie lead. Remember here in set 5, we just go to 15. That one too strong from Rosario. Point and service back over to Bethany. Boyd and Moore check back in. It will be Boyd serving again for the Swedes. Ball hit too strong, side out. And point back over to the Aggies, 10-5. That one dug out by Boyd. Out wide, DeMoore had to just tap it across. Rosario, Ulmer. Rosario sends it across. Set up in the middle to Kinney. Couldn't get the strength she wanted on that one. And Moore with the kill shot through there. 10-6. Side out back to the Swedes. It will be Ortiz serving. Lifton, Ulmer sets up Kinney. Returned by Moore, but too strong, out of bounds. 11-6 now the score. So Clifton serving. To the back line. Tapped across. Alston, Ulmer over to Rosario, taps it over the block. They were able to save it, blocked back down by Rosario, but Bethany able to save that one. Ulmer dumps it to Best, tries to put it in play. Off the block and wide and out of bounds. 11-7 now the score. Jamerson will check in. Nip serving for Bethany. Into the gap, dug out by Alston. Rosario off of the block. Side out and point to the Aggies, 12-7. LaForce will check back in. Served by Ulmer to the back line. Tapped across LaForce. Ulmer sets up Best, sends it to the back line. They'll say she handed that one. (12-8) now the score. Sadika checks back in. As well as Coleman. Ulmer sets up Rosario. Oh, beautiful kill shot. Side out back to the Aggies. 13-8 now the score. Miller checks in for the Swedes. Aggies 2 away. Rosario with the serve. Kill shot, beautiful one there by Jamerson. Side outs it back to Bethany. 13-9. Coming in to serve will be Torres for the Swedes. Alston, Ulmer sets up Best off the block. Able to return it. Best, though, sends it back over again. And out of bounds off the hands of LaForce. Bethany just kept that one alive. Tough angle there for LaForce. 13-10 now. All set. LaForce. That one out of bounds off the block. Ortiz checking in, as well as Coleman. Best. We've got a timeout on the floor. Match point. Aggies lead 14-10 here in the 5th set. Then lost in a tight one, 27-25 in the 4th. There's the serve, dug out from the back line. From the side, partially blocked, sent back over by Kinney. Out wide, off of the block, dug out off the side of the hand of Best. 14-11, side out and point over to Bethany. Now serving will be Hun. There's the serve to the back line. Rosario, Ulmer, outside to LaForce, finds a hole, and there it is. Panhandle State defeats Bethany in set 5, 15-11. So it went Bethany 25-17, then it went Panhandle 25-23, Panhandle 25-22, then Bethany 27-25, and then Panhandle 15-11. Stick around. We're going to talk to head coach Nick Sorowski here in just a moment.
From racing the dunes to just escaping the daily grind, everyone's got their thing. So whether you're all about the thrill or the chill, PTCI Cellular allows you the freedom to explore however you like. Connect, share, and discover every adventure, even in the most remote places. Choose the cellular company that keeps you connected to the experiences that matter most to you. Choose PTCI today.
And we are here with Lady Aggies head coach Nick Sorowski. Coach, you're on a 2-game win streak now. What are your thoughts after that one?
I'm glad that we're on the 2-win streak. It feels good on that front, but it's still not our game yet. We're still playing other people's game and getting a little lucky in the last couple ones. So I'd rather play our game, make it look a little prettier, and then continue the wins. But I'll take the wins. You know, win's a win.
Well, and of course, being a first-year coach here, a lot of new players as well. Everybody's still trying to figure each other out and how you're that cohesiveness as a team. So you got to be, you know, like you said, anytime you can pull out a win. What was the key today? Of course, you guys started off, lost the first set, but then really bounced back very strong, almost won 3 straight in a row. What was the key to that today?
I have to probably put it to just a little change in the lineup, some fresher legs, and then just a little more communication and energy once we kind of made that change. Not that anybody that was originally was doing a bad job, it just maybe not their night or just kind of off a little bit, whatever it was, and the people that came in brought some energy, brought some cohesiveness to the court, brought a little bit more of a calmer presence and helped us push through.
Well, you'll head back into Sooner Athletic Conference play coming up this weekend. What are your thoughts heading into the weekend?
We're gonna have to clean it up a lot. I won't sugarcoat it. We're gonna have to put a little more effort into it, but if we can make it happen, then we will.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you joining us, and congratulations on the win. Lady Aggies with the big win tonight. That's it from Goodwell. Good night.
You lock your doors to keep criminals out, but do you lock your network doors? It's also important to keep your home network protected. According to experts, cybercrime continues to increase. With Protect IQ added to the PTCI Wi-Fi app, you can lock your home network doors. Don't wait to lock out intruders. Visit ptci.net to request Protect IQ and to download the PTCI Wi-Fi app today.